I don't know how many times I've heard this, but my clients often say, Palesa, when I speak English, I freeze up, I forget, the English bundles run out. This is a common thing, especially if English isn't your first language and you spoke multiple languages when you grew up. I go through this all the time. I did all my schooling in Afrikaans and I struggle with translation fatigue as well as asking, was that the right English word? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to speak with confidence, even when English isn't your first language. The first thing I want you to stop doing immediately is stop apologizing for your accent. A lot of times we think English is about the accent. It's about whether you have a British accent or an American accent. And that's not the truth. English is about clarity. So yes, you might have a different accent, which just gives us information about your history and your background, your dialect, where you come from. Being Xhosa, Sotho, Mpedi, all of that is unique to who you are. So you need to stop apologizing for who you are and embrace that uniqueness that makes you stand out for the way in which you even speak. Another thing I want you to think about is I want you to prioritize clarity over trying to be fancy. I know a lot of times when we're speaking, especially in corporate at work, we want to be these people that look so impressive and smart. But English isn't a measure of intelligence. What you want to do is you want to ensure that you keep your message as simple as possible. So instead of saying to your team, I think the main objective is to implement this project within a congruent time frame, you could just say, team, I think it's important for us to finish this project on time. Now we all understand what I've just said. It was simple English, clear English, and not impressive and confusing me at the same time. So that's what you want to do. Stick with clarity instead of trying to impress people. And then you can also use these simple phrases. Now, phrases especially work in those high pressure moments when you are in interviews or you're doing that big presentation for the board. Then you want to use phrases that help you to be able to collect your thoughts while you're thinking of how to put together the next English word. And these phrases can be simple phrases like, in summary, what the key point is. Or you could say, briefly looking at what I just said. These are phrases that help you to still sound professional, but not so complicated that you feel, oh, what's the phrase again? What's the phrase? Simple phrases that help you to be able to just collect your thoughts while you're translating quickly and remembering what's the next word you want to use. Another important thing is you want to learn from a professional person that understands your context, someone that understands why you are struggling with expressing yourself in English as clearly and as articulately as you want to. And at Unforgettable Speaker School of Excellence, we offer the English for Business program. And in this program, we have a professional that guides you through understanding why you make some of these mistakes that you make, because she understands your context, that you grew up speaking other languages, some of you speak multiple languages, and she'll teach you in a manner that helps you to be able to connect the dots easier for you. This is a very necessary program for the person that believes, I want to learn, but I don't want to learn in a space that isn't safe. I want to learn and want to learn with someone that can keep me accountable, where I can actually measure my transformation. And the final thing, this is a very important one. I do it for myself every single time. You want to bag the wins. Yep, every time you find yourself using a word you never used. You want to be like, oh my goodness, I did it. I said the word nuances in the right context. So remember to celebrate the small wins. Progress is growth, and growth means that you are improving. You don't want to focus on all the mistakes you were making, but you want to realize that I am learning, I am improving, and that's a good sign. So, yes, you can be a confident speaker even if English isn't your first language. So, let's do a quick recap on all these amazing tips that will help you to speak with confidence in any situation. So, first of all, don't apologize for your accent. It makes you unique, it tells us your story. The second thing is you want to ensure that you prioritize being simple and clear instead of trying to be impressive. Ensure that you use simple language. And then you can use some simple phrases. These phrases will help you to realign your thoughts, saying things like, the main point I wanted to mention here is. These phrases, especially within your interview context and those high pressure presentations. The next thing you want to do is you want to get a professional that will help you, especially someone within your context. And a great recommendation is the English for Business program that we offer. And finally, yep, you remembered this one. Bag and put all those wins in a bag. Remember to celebrate the progress that you are making because it means you're on the right trajectory, you're going to improve, and your English will sparkle the way you imagined. Because you're enjoying this episode, I want you to remember to click on that subscribe button and then to ensure that you click the notifications bell. And then I'm going to drop you the link to the free English for Business webinar. And in that webinar, we will break it down for you step by step so that you can gain the confidence to speak English, especially in those high pressure moments. Until I see you again, remain unforgettable.